So, you've probably heard the word Bitcoin thrown around a lot. Maybe at a family dinner, maybe on the news, or maybe from that one friend who's always talking about making it big. But what is it really? Think of Bitcoin as digital money. It's like the dollars or euros in your bank account, but it's completely online. There's no physical coin you can hold, and no single bank or government controls it. It was created back in 2009 by a mysterious person or group called Satoshi Nakamoto. The whole idea was to create a new kind of money that people could send directly to each other anywhere in the world without needing a middleman like a bank. Now, why do people trade it? Well, it's a lot like trading stocks or gold. The main reason is to make a profit. People buy Bitcoin hoping that its price will go up in the future. If they buy it at a low price and sell it at a higher price, they make money on the difference. Some people see Bitcoin as digital gold, a safe place to store their wealth, especially when they are worried about traditional money losing its value because of things like inflation. They believe that since there's a limited supply of Bitcoin, only 21 million will ever exist, its value is bound to increase over time as more people want a piece of the pie. Another big reason people get into Bitcoin trading is the sheer excitement of it all. The crypto market is open 24/7. Unlike the stock market, which has opening and closing bells, this means you can trade anytime, day or night, from anywhere in the world. If you've ever looked at a Bitcoin price chart, you know it looks more like a crazy roller coaster than a gentle hill. One day the price is soaring to the moon, and the next it might seem like it's falling off a cliff. This wild price movement is called volatility, and it's one of the most famous things about Bitcoin. One of the biggest reasons is supply and demand. As I mentioned, there's a limited number of Bitcoins. When a lot of people suddenly want to buy it, the price shoots up because there isn't enough to go around. But if a lot of people decide to sell, the price can drop just as fast. Another huge factor is the news and what people are saying about it. You could call this hype or sentiment. A single tweet from a famous person, like a tech billionaire or a celebrity, can send the price of Bitcoin flying up or crashing down. One of the hottest trends we're seeing today in mid-2025 is the rise of Bitcoin ETFs, or exchange-traded funds. Think of an ETF as a basket that holds Bitcoin. Instead of buying Bitcoin directly from a crypto exchange, you can now buy a share of this basket through your regular stock brokerage account. Another major trend is the growing interest in Bitcoin derivatives. Instead of just buying and selling actual Bitcoin, traders are using financial products like futures and options. These let you bet on which direction you think Bitcoin's price will go, up or down, without actually owning the coin itself. On-chain analysis is another trend that's really taking off. This is like being a detective for the blockchain. Traders are now using special tools to look directly at the public ledger of Bitcoin transactions. They analyze things like how many new Bitcoin wallets are being created, how much Bitcoin is moving between large accounts, often called whales. Finally, we're seeing a huge surge in automated trading, also known as using trading bots. These are computer programs that you can set up to trade for you 24/7. You give the bot a set of rules, and the bot will automatically execute those trades for you. To keep up with all the new trends, traders are using some really cool and powerful tools that just weren't around a few years ago. One of the most important tools in any modern trader's toolbox is an advanced charting platform. Websites and apps like TradingView have become, honestly, pretty essential. Another set of tools gaining massive popularity are those for on-chain analysis. Companies like Glassnode and CryptoQuant offer platforms that let you dive deep into the blockchain's data. These aren't just for experts anymore, they're becoming more user-friendly. Portfolio tracking apps have also become a must-have for anyone serious about trading. When you're just buying Bitcoin on one exchange, it's easy to keep track of. But most traders eventually start using multiple exchanges, or buying other cryptocurrencies. This is where portfolio trackers like CoinStats or Delta come in handy. If you're just starting your Bitcoin trading journey, it can feel, well, pretty overwhelming. Luckily, there are a few simple and popular strategies that are great for beginners. The most common one is called HODL, which actually started as a typo for hold and is now a famous crypto mantra. The idea is simple: you buy Bitcoin and you hold onto it for a long time, months or even years, regardless of the price swings. Another fantastic strategy for beginners is dollar cost averaging, or DCA. Instead of trying to time the market by buying everything at what you hope is the lowest price, you invest a fixed amount of money at regular intervals. For example, you might decide to buy $50 worth of Bitcoin every Friday no matter what the price is. Once you get a little more comfortable, you might want to try swing trading. This strategy is kind of a middle ground between holding for years and trading every day. Swing traders try to catch the swings in the market that happen over a few days or weeks. Finally, a strategy that is more of a mindset is to trade the news. It basically involves paying attention to major news events related to Bitcoin and making trades based on them. This strategy requires you to stay informed by following reliable crypto news sources, but it's a simple cause and effect approach. Jumping into the world of Bitcoin is exciting, but honestly, it's also a bit like the Wild West. There are amazing opportunities, but there are also risks and people you need to watch out for. The most important safety tip is to secure your coins properly. A hardware wallet, which is a small physical device that looks like a USB stick, is considered the gold standard for security. Another crucial safety tip is to be extremely careful of scams. The crypto world is full of them. You might see a post on social media from someone pretending to be a celebrity, promising to double any Bitcoin you send them. This is always a scam. The golden rule is, if something sounds too good to be true, it almost certainly is. Using strong, unique passwords for every single one of your crypto accounts is non-negotiable. Even better, you should enable two-factor authentication, or 2FA, on all your accounts. This adds an extra layer of security. Even if a hacker manages to steal your password, they won't be able to log in without also having access to your phone to get the special 2FA code. Finally, start small and only invest what you can afford to lose. This is probably the most important piece of advice for any new trader. Never invest your emergency fund, your rent money, or any money that you will need soon. Think of your first investments as tuition for your financial education. In the fast-paced, ever-evolving world of Bitcoin, standing still is the same as moving backward. The market, the technology, and the rules are all changing at lightning speed. This is why learning about and keeping up with new trends isn't just a good idea. It's your superpower as a trader. When you understand the latest trends like the impact of Bitcoin ETFs or the rise of on-chain analysis, you are better equipped to understand why the market is moving in a certain way. This knowledge helps you move beyond simply reacting to price changes and allows you to anticipate what might happen next. Staying on top of trends also helps you discover new opportunities. The world of crypto is constantly innovating. A few years ago, things like trading bots and sophisticated on-chain analytics were only available to big-shot professional traders. Now, new tools and platforms are making these powerful strategies accessible to everyone. Furthermore, understanding current trends is one of your best defenses against risk. Scammers are always adapting their methods to fit the latest hype. If you are informed about what's happening in the space, you'll be much better at spotting these red flags. Knowledge doesn't just give you an edge in making profits, it builds a shield that helps you protect what you have. Ultimately, committing to continuous learning is the single most important investment you can make in your trading journey. The Bitcoin market of today is not the same as it was last year, and it will be different again next year. The strategies that work now might not work in the future. The traders who succeed in the long run are the ones who are curious, adaptable, and always willing to learn. Read articles, watch videos, listen to podcasts, and engage with the community. By making learning a habit, you ensure that you are always prepared for whatever comes next, turning the market's constant changes from a threat into your greatest advantage.